Good morning, it's travel day and we're headed to Siesta Key. We booked a short trip to Sarasota, Florida and Siesta Key Beach because we did have a travel credit from last year. It was a 3-day trip for 2 people and we managed to keep it under $1,000, which covered travel, activities, accommodations, food, and more. Although we were there for 3 days, the first day and the last day had a lot of traveling in them, so I'm going to show you everything that we did to make the most of our trip in Siesta Key. I have the Delta SkyMiles Reserve credit card, so we took full advantage of everything they had to offer. Basically, when you book with the card, you get to go into the Delta Sky clubs, and I cannot tell you how much better these clubs made my experience in the airport. Free food, free drinks, and everything smells amazing. They have private bathrooms, so we enjoyed our free food, free drinks, free Wi-Fi, amazing bathrooms, and we just chilled out before our flight. Cucumber water, oatmeal, chia pudding, potatoes, sausage, cappuccino. It was time to board our flight, and we actually got upgraded on our first flight there before our layover. Here is me testing the legroom. I decided to watch the American Murder Gabby Petito case. I would highly recommend if you haven't watched it. And who can resist sun chips, a granola bar, and a Coke Zero? A kitchenette in our hotel room, we decided to make breakfast each morning and eat out for the rest of our meals. So our first stop was the grocery store, and then we got settled into our resort. We stayed at the Siesta Key Palms Resort, and I would definitely recommend it if you're on a budget. The place was done so nice. It really looks like you're at a tropical resort. They have a few different pools. They have a ton of hammocks. It's a very relaxing, family-friendly resort. We were really tired from our travel day, so we stayed in, ordered Moe's, and watched Outdoor Boys. Day 2 was our first full day in Siesta Key. We cooked our breakfast and ate outside, and the beach is only about a 20-minute walk away from our hotel. So we first stopped to get our beach rental items like chairs and umbrellas, and then we made our way to the beach. I've never seen a beach so beautiful in my entire life. Just wait till you see the clips I got. I've also never experienced Gulf waters, so this was totally new for me. Our goal today was to spend as much time as possible on the beach. In New Jersey, I've never seen water this clear in my entire life, except for when I went to the Caribbean, and this is pretty close. Joe picked us up some sandwiches from a nearby place, and then I also got some coffee and donuts. I really loved how everything was pretty much walking distance, whether it was the beach rental, sandwiches, donuts, coffee, and I was so impressed by the prices. Everything was so cheap. We wanted to watch the sunset on the beach because we're from the East Coast. We only ever get to see the sunrise. Once we dropped off our beach rental, we picked up some turkey wraps and chips. We ate on the beach and just waited for the sun to set. We walked along the whole shoreline after we were done eating, and when the sun was finally ready to set, there was a whole crowd outside and it was really wholesome. I've only ever seen the sunset once when I went to California when I was like 11 years old. This definitely altered my brain chemistry. Christmas, Joe and I received Longhorn Steakhouse gift cards, which we happily used when we were in Siesta Key. Honestly, we were really impressed. Obviously, we loved the steak the most, but everything was decently priced and we had a really good filling meal. It was finally time to check out, but our flight wasn't until the afternoon, so we dropped off our luggage and just chilled by the pool until we were ready to go. I'm really grateful the hotel staff was able to accommodate us for that. We had a quick lunch and then made our way to the airport. The Delta Sky Miles Reserve also allows you to go into the Centurion Lounge, which is supposedly a little bit more of an upscale lounge, and I can definitely see why. I think the craziest part to me was that they had an outdoor lounge. I've never been through security and outside at the same time, but though it was much more beautiful, we liked the Sky Clubs better. We actually ended up going to another Sky Club before our flight. Joe and I don't drink alcohol, so we judged the drinks based on how crispy the Coke Zero is. Full disclosure. And let's just say the Delta Sky Club had crispier Coke Zero. I don't even think the Centurion Lounge had fountain drinks, and they had better food. And that brings us to the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching what I did on my Siesta Key trip. If you like all things budgeting and traveling, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. You could do that by hitting my face when it pops up.